Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through stacks of sources, articles, research, notes, you name it, and pull out the key insights for you. Today, we're getting into a really interesting satirical skit, The Beauty Supply Conspiracy.
Yeah, it's a loop laugh piece by Devin McClarty, owned by D Investment Enterprise LLC. It sparked quite a bit of discussion.
Exactly. And we've gathered analyses, briefings, the script itself, basically everything we need to unpack what's going on beneath the surface. Our goal here is to explore how this skit uses humor, satire, to shine a light on some pretty complex and honestly sometimes uncomfortable truths.
Things like Black entrepreneurship, community support or lack thereof, consumer habits, economic empowerment. It touches on a lot.
It really does. So hopefully you'll get some aha moments along with us. Okay, let's set the scene. The skit kicks off with Miss Shirley. She's got this dream opening melanin magic beauty.
And she's very clear, right? First Black-owned beauty store on the block. Her ambition is stated up front, empowering her community economically.
But almost immediately, she runs into a problem. What's that first hurdle?
Well, it's fascinating, isn't it? You'd think maybe competition from outside, but no. The immediate challenge is getting folks from our own community to actually walk in and buy something.
Right.
It seems they often stick with the established non-Black-owned places they already know. It's almost like habit.
And the skit gives us Keisha, a customer, who just perfectly illustrates this. She walks in, looks around, and says what?
Something like, I mean, that's cute and all, but may have been having the coconut oil since forever.
Oof. Yeah. That line, it's subtle, but it packs a punch. What's your take on that reaction?
Well, it's incredibly telling. It shows this strong preference for what's familiar, what's convenient, maybe even perceived reliability.
Even over the idea of supporting a new Black business.
Exactly. It's like consumer inertia. People stick with what they know, even if a new option, like Miss Shirley's store, aligns with, stated community values like supporting Black entrepreneurs.
So it's a kind of resistance, almost. An unconscious one, maybe.
Could be. It definitely represents a real barrier for new businesses trying to break those established patterns, even within their own supposed base.
Okay, so while Miss Shirley's dealing with that internal hesitation, we get another character, Reds. He's presented as the sort of conspiracy theorist type.
Right, and he jumps in with a completely different angle. He looks at the products from May, the competitor, and calls them, what was it?
Imported gentrification oil.
Yeah, which is quite a statement. Satirical, obviously, but what's the larger idea he's tapping into there?
What do you think he represents?
Well, Reds, even through the satire, introduces this concept of, let's call it external dominance.
Okay.
He's implying that May's success, or the presence of our products, isn't just normal competition. It's part of some larger external economic force.
Like a strategy?
Maybe. A strategy designed to sort of dominate the local market and, crucially, hold back Black economic progress and wealth building in that community. It's exaggerated, but it touches on real anxieties about who controls the economy in Black neighborhoods.
And this competition, it's not just theoretical, it walks right past the door.
Literally.
Yay.
Me, the owner of the rival Asian beauty store, strolls by advertising 20% off bundles today. An immediate, tangible offer.
And Keisha's reaction, whispered but audible.
Oh, she got the good bundles, though.
Right. So how does that immediate discount and perceived quality complicate things for Miss Shirley?
Oh, massively. It just highlights the intense competitive pressure. May isn't just familiar. She can offer instant savings, probably because she has more capital, better supply lines, whatever.
And that reputation for good bundles.
Exactly. Perceived superior quality. Those two things together, price and reputation, are incredibly powerful draws, pulling customers away from a new venture like Miss Shirley's, even if they want to support her in principle.
You can feel Miss Shirley's frustration just boiling over. She eventually asks, so you mean to tell me you'll rather give your money to the discount dragon lady than uplift your own ante?
It's raw, isn't it? That feeling of betrayal, almost.
Yeah.
And then, to add insult to injury, Keisha comes back with this demand for reward points.
From the brand new store.
Right. She says, look, I support Black businesses. When y'all got reward points.
Wow. Okay, so what does that tell us about consumer expectations?
It points to this maybe unrealistic expectation, or perhaps a double standard. New black businesses are somehow expected to immediately offer all the perks and sophisticated loyalty programs of huge, established chains.
Before they've even really gotten off the ground.
Precisely. Before they have the customer base, the revenue, the infrastructure to actually support those kinds of programs, it shows a disconnect from the realities of starting a small business.
So Reds, Ever the Cynic, chimes in again with this observation about community priorities. What does he say?
He tells Shirley, quite bluntly, they don't want wealth, Shirley. They want Wi-Fi and wigs.
Ouch, that's harsh. What's being satirized there?
It's a really sharp critique, isn't it? It's satirizing this perceived tendency, maybe within parts of the community, to prioritize immediate gratification.
Like consumer goods, convenience.
Yeah, Wi-Fi, wigs, bundles things you can get right now over the harder, maybe less glamorous, long-term work of building collective economic power and wealth. It's a comment on values, really.
Yeah.
Where does the focus lie?
And the narrator steps in with this incredibly pointed line, addressing what some might call performative support.
Ah, yes, the line. They'll repost Nipsey, but won't help you hustle.
Yeah, that one hits hard.
Right.
What's the core hypocrisy it's highlighting?
It just crystallizes that gap we sometimes see, doesn't it? The gap between expressing support symbolically, sharing inspirational quotes, celebrating figures like Nipsey Hussle who champion black ownership.
Right, the online gesture.
Exactly. Between that and taking actual, tangible economic action, like consistently spending money at black-owned businesses, investing in them, helping them actually hustle and succeed.
It's the rhetoric versus reality.
Precisely. And the skit implies that one without the other doesn't really lead anywhere. It might even be counterproductive.
So the skit uses all this humor, this satire, to get these pretty uncomfortable messages across. How effective do you think that comedic approach actually is for these kinds of sensitive topics?
I think it's incredibly effective, potentially. Satire can be such a powerful tool. It lets the creators expose and critique these behaviors and priorities without being overly preachy or accusatory.
It lowers the defenses a bit.
Yeah, exactly. The humor makes it more engaging, more memorable. You laugh, but then you maybe reflect on it afterwards. Kind of slips the critique past your guard.
So it's an admonition, but wrapped in comedy.
A very pointed one, yes. It encourages self-reflection about your own actions, your own priorities, without feeling like a direct attack.
Which brings us to the end. The skit concludes with this very stark narration. Support your own before your own becomes someone else's storefront. What's the ultimate takeaway there?
It's a direct, urgent warning, isn't it? The message is crystal clear. If the community doesn't actively, consistently, financially support its own businesses,
they'll fail.
They'll likely fail. And that failure isn't just an isolated event. It creates an economic vacuum.
A void that someone else will fill.
Exactly. As the line says, someone else's storefront. It implies that external businesses, maybe like May's, will inevitably move in to capture that spending power.
Leading to a loss of, what? Control? Opportunity?
Above. Loss of economic control within the community, loss of opportunity for local wealth creation, loss of self-determination in shaping the neighborhood's economic future. It's a call for collective economic responsibility, basically.
Wow. Okay, this deep dive into the beauty supply conspiracy, it definitely gives you a lot to think about. Consumer choices, community responsibility, the whole economic picture.
Absolutely. And it leaves us, and you the listener, with a really important question to chew on, I think.
Which is?
How do our own individual choices as consumers, the everyday decisions about where we spend our money, even the small ones, how do they add up?
Do they contribute to or maybe take away from the economic empowerment of our communities?
Right. What's our personal role, our tangible responsibility in actually building that economic future we say we want?
That's definitely something to mull over. Well, we hope this deep dive has given you a useful shortcut to getting informed on this really compelling piece of social commentary.
Hope it sparks some thoughts.
Join us next time for another deep dive.